News alert, if you're a communist in California, you can get a state job. Being a communist may no longer be a fireable offense if you want to work for the state of California. Now, yesterday, California State Assembly, led by Democrats, approved a measure that says communists can work for the state government. Democrats said they wanted to, quote, clean up old 1950s-era language in the law that warns at that time of a clear and present danger from communism. It also deletes membership, this new law, in the Communist Party as sufficient cause for dismissal for public workers. The bill is now moving on to the California State Senate. Let's bring in Forbes media chair Steve Forbes. He can't wait to take a crack at this one. Okay, Steve, it's good to see you. So Democrats holler about Russian meddling in the election, and now communists can work for the state of California? What do you think?
Well, why don't they add Nazis and Ku Klux Klanners and the Muslim Brotherhood and see how they react to that? And this bill is not popular even among Democrats. They have a lot of Democrats from Cambodia, Vietnam, Korea, Cuba, and look around the world. Look at Cuba, Korea, North Korea, Venezuela. It hasn't worked very well. Last I looked, the Soviet Union lost the Cold War.
Yeah, that's a good point. And, you know, so we're wondering, why is this issue so important to Democrat legislators in California now?
Because
I mean, don't they have more things to work on?
Yeah, but this gets to something about our schools. We're all taught, thankfully, about the evils of Nazism. But communism, which killed 100 million people, blighted the lives of hundreds of millions of others, kind of get a gloss. Yeah, their intentions were good. They killed everyone, Mao, but the intentions were good. So it gets a gloss. So they don't know.
So they don't know. So you're blaming it on academics who kind of are sympathetic.
Starts with the schools. They're sympathetic with the left because the left uses the right language. Oh, we're for the people. We may kill tens of millions of them. Oh, but we're for the people. Our intentions are good. So they fall for this nonsense. Yeah. But ask that guy, that assemblyman, Bonta, whatever his name is. Okay, by his criteria, you want Nazis in the government, you want Ku Klux Klanners in the government, you want Muslim Brotherhoods in the government, ISIS supporters in the government. See how far that gets them.
And isn't this a real slap against our military veterans who fought against communism?
Yes, and winning the Cold War, bringing down these totalitarian governments that emerged from the First World War. We're the beacon of freedom. Now we're spitting on that past? Not good.
Yeah, now we also have this story for you, Steve, to react to. Socialist Venezuela is arresting protesters and hauling them into military courts for court-martialing, meaning moms and dads and teenagers. We know the economy is in shambles from the socialism there. People literally starving. It's not from the oil price drop. If it was oil price issues, Ecuador, North Dakota, and Canada would be basket cases. So fighting for their right for democracy in Venezuela, it is a fight to the death right now, Steve.
Oh, literally. And don't forget, North Korea, 3 million people starved to death in the 1990s because of that socialist communist regime. And you're starting to see the same things happen in Venezuela. So I'd like to ask actors like Sean Penn and others, what do you think of your hero government now in Venezuela?
Complete silence from Oliver North, Sean Penn, Danny Glover, Bernie Sanders. In fact, we had officials and individuals here from Venezuela saying they allege, and we have yet to hear back from Sean Penn, we're trying to reach out, that Sean Penn and Danny Glover and Oliver North get money from Venezuelans, the socialist government, to their charities. So they feel like they're spreading propaganda. But we want to move on to this tweet, Steve, that I got earlier today from the Socialist Party of Great Britain. It says, quote, Venezuela does not have socialism, class-free society with no ruling elite. It has a left-wing, state-run, profit-driven, capitalist economy. I mean, isn't that the definition of socialism?
Sure it is. Government owns all the means of production. That's what you have in Venezuela, and look what it's gotten. And Britain's run by a madman, not Britain, but the Labour Party in Britain's run by a madman, a socialist who believes in Venezuela, praised Venezuela, shed tears when Castro died. He's going to get wiped out in an election.
I meant Oliver Stone, by the way. Did I say? I meant Oliver Stone is getting money. Thank you for that correction. Steve, how does Venezuela end up?
Venezuela, I think, is going to end up with the military finally realizing this is not a situation they want. They don't want North Korea in their country. And some of the officers are going to rise up, throw out the government, and try to repair that shattered economy. Then we'll pour in the aid to keep these people alive.
All right, Steve.
The people of Venezuela.
Yeah, that's good to see you, Steve. Come back.
Good to see you. Look forward to it.
Same here.